Mechanical watches in modern times are basically just jewelry. There's no getting around that at this point. Sure, we may appreciate the design, engineering, and ability of a mechanical watch, but at the end of the day, there are better tools for telling time. Phones, smartwatches, computers, cars, fridges, microwaves, coffee makers. Anything with a screen can tell you the time, and probably more accurately than your mechanical watch. So now that we've established that your mechanical watch is basically useless, you can send your Seamaster to the P.O. box listed below. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Okay, back to reality. What I mean is that most people today buy watches as jewelry, and this puts manufacturers in a tough position. They want to make watches for the masses, but they also want to keep their heritage and produce tools, which leads to capable watches that seem a little blingy. A perfect example of this is the Rolex Seamaster. 5-digit subs are refined and unpretentious. The thin lugs, small crown guards, aluminum bezel, all scream function. Compare that to the new 6-digit subs. They are bulky, the ceramic bezel screams for attention, and please do not even get me started on the constant Rolex text on the chapter ring. Sure, 6-digit subs are just as capable, but in my opinion, they have more of a jewelry vibe as opposed to a tool watch. Rolex isn't the only culprit here. Omega is guilty of this as well. Let's take a look at the modern Omega Seamaster. They have given up some function for form. The skeleton hands, ceramic bezel, ceramic dial with deep wave lines, applied indices, and the book of text on the dial, these all take away from the simplicity that tool watches should have. Now let's take a look at the subject of this review, the Omega Seamaster 2254. Compared to modern Seamasters, the 2254 is an out-and-out tool. Minimal but informative text on the dial, aluminum bezel insert, subtle wave dial, full sword hands, and globs of lume for the hour markers. No, the watch is not perfect. If you're like me, you dislike the helium escape valve, which is practically useless. The wave pattern on the dial, while cool, is not necessary, and the bracelet does not have a micro or ratchet adjustment, which makes it very difficult to size properly. The 2254 is a perfect size for a dive watch. 41.5 millimeters in diameter, 12 millimeters thick, and 47 millimeters lug to lug. The lug width is 20 millimeters. It sits very comfortably on my 6.75 inch wrist. The lugs do not overhang, and the watch is thin enough that you barely notice you're wearing it. One of my favorite features from Omega, which can be seen across a variety of models, is the case design. I love the way the lugs twist with the case. One thing that I do want to point out is that the date is extremely well executed on this watch. It is large enough that it's easier to read, but blends in very well with the dial, to the point that you don't notice it's there unless you're looking for it. The bracelet, while I think it looks great on this watch, it needs some sort of micro adjustment or ratcheting clasp. Unfortunately, there is no way for me to properly size this watch for my wrist. It's either too large or too small. The 2254 features 300 meters of water resistance, which is more than enough for any professional or recreational diving, or doing the dishes like I do. Powering the watch is the Omega Caliber 1120, which is a modified ETA 2892-A2 movement. The movement features include automatic winding, 44 hours power reserve, a beat rate of 28,800 beats per hour, hours, minutes, seconds, and date. The Omega 1120 is chronometer certified. So if you're looking for a dive watch that prioritizes function over form, but still looks good while doing it, the Omega Seamaster reference 2254 may just be for you. And that about does it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want more content like this, then please subscribe to the channel. Thank you, and have a good day.